All right, team, let's get right into it. What we're talking about today isn't just some abstract theory. Nope. This is about a core skill that is going to fundamentally change how you work every single day. We're talking about calibrating your judgment to really thrive in a world that's powered by AI. Okay, let's dive in.
I'm sure this sounds familiar, right? You make a call based on your professional judgment, your gut. You know it's the right move, but when someone asks you to explain the why, it's kind of tough to put into words. It's accurate, sure, but it's not really scalable, and it's definitely not easy to defend. This is where so many of us are operating before a clear framework is in place. And that feeling leads us straight into the chaos of ad hoc AI. When we just let these AI initiatives kind of emerge on their own without a real plan, well, we're basically asking for trouble. It just leads to people doing the same work twice, inconsistent results, and a whole lot of unnecessary headaches. I've seen this happen time and time again. A practitioner has all the textbook knowledge, they've read all the books, but when they actually try to put AI governance into practice, reality hits them like a ton of bricks. The data is a total mess, every stakeholder wants something different, and the deadlines are, well, just brutal. What makes the difference isn't more theory. It's having a structured way to handle the chaos. That's the gap we're here to close today. So, what's the antidote to all this chaos? It's something called AI governance. Now, the most important thing to get straight is that this is not about control or adding more red tape. Think of it more like a playbook. It's the thing that enables us to innovate safely and, crucially, at scale. It answers the really big questions like who makes the final call, who's on the hook if something goes wrong, and what are the basic rules of the road. So, how do we actually bring some order to the chaos? Well, there are basically three main models that organizations use to structure all of their AI efforts. Let's break them down. Okay, this table lays it out perfectly. First, you've got this centralized model. This is great for consistency and control, and it's perfect if you're just starting your AI journey or you're in a heavily regulated industry. Then, on the other end, you have the distributed model. This one's way faster and more responsive because decisions are made right inside the business units. But the sweet spot where most big organizations eventually land is the hybrid model. It gives you that perfect balance of central oversight and business-level speed. Now, here's the thing. No matter which model you choose, you need the right tools to actually make it work. This is the practical rubber meets the road part of governance. We're talking about two key things: decision rights and guardrails. And the very first tool you need to pull out of that toolkit is this one: explicit decision rights. I can't stress this enough. If you don't get this right, everything else is just going to fall apart. Ambiguity is the enemy of speed. You have to know, without a shadow of a doubt, who has the authority to make the call. And what's great about this slide is that it's basically an actionable checklist. For any major decision, from kicking off a project to shutting one down, you have to be able to answer these 6 questions. This is how you build clarity and accountability right into your process from the very beginning. All right, the second tool in your kit is guardrails, and I absolutely love this framing. These are constraints that enable innovation, not block it. Think about it like the lane markers on a highway. They're not there to slow you down. They're there to keep you safe so you can drive fast. And this slide shows you exactly what we mean. Guardrails are just the practical rules of the road that you set. What kind of data are we allowed to use? What's the minimum bar for model performance? Do we need a human to sign off on high-stakes decisions? These are the boundaries that give your teams the confidence they need to innovate responsibly. And this part is key. Governance is not a one-size-fits-all deal. A low-risk internal project just doesn't need the same heavy-duty oversight as a high-impact customer-facing system. You've got to match how restrictive your guardrails are to the actual level of risk involved. That's the secret to balancing safety with speed. So let's bring this all together. What is the real, tangible impact of getting this right? Well, it's a complete transformation in how you work. You move from that manual, day-to-day grind to becoming what we call an amplified professional. Just look at this comparison. It's night and day, right? Before, you're sinking days into building reports, and your decisions are based on that hard-to-defend professional judgment. Afterwards, those reports take hours, your expertise is backed up by solid evidence, and your judgment becomes defensible and consistent. This is the payoff we're talking about. So the single most important insight here is this: AI and good governance don't replace you. They amplify you.
A spreadsheet doesn't make someone a financial analyst. It just makes a good analyst faster and more accurate. AI is exactly the same. It takes your existing expertise and gives it superpowers.
And that brings us to our final and maybe most important mindset shift. You have to stop thinking about governance as a constraint, as something that slows you down. You need to start seeing it for what it truly is, an enabler of innovation.
And this quote just nails it. Think about it. When people know the rules of the game, they can play faster and with a lot more confidence. Clear governance gets rid of the friction, the rework, and the ambiguity that gums up the works and slows everything down. It's actually a catalyst for speed.
So I'll leave you with this one final question to take back to your teams. I want you to think about your current processes, your current culture. Are you building walls that block innovation and slow people down? Or are you building guardrails that actually empower your teams to move fast and to do it safely? The choice you make is what will define your success with AI.